disgusting, but at the same time I don't want to be walking around like a tangerine. I've got some bags for life under my eyeballs. Hello and welcome back. Oh, if you are new, welcome. Good to have you. For today's video, we are going to be doing the one and only Gigi Hadid. Did anybody else gasp when they saw these photos? Mine was a very outwards gasp. I was like, she's just spectacular, isn't she? I keep looking up here because that's where the photo is right now. It's on my laptop right there, just so I have it for reference. It's not coming off the top of my mind. I should have brought my energy drink upstairs. I have an energy drink addiction. I have a caffeine addiction. Let's start there. We need to fix it, but it's okay. We're in the intro still. Why am I getting so? Anyway, if you haven't already, hit subscribe down below. Or my little face in the corner. Is it still this side? I've forgotten. Shall we get into it? Okay, for primer, I'm gonna use two because I feel like being flawless today. As close as we can get because, you know, Miss Gigi Hadid over here. Flawless, as we all know. So I'm gonna use the Primark Prep and Perfect Matte Mattifying Skin Primer. It's the one with that really fun squeezy tube. I'm gonna pop this in the T-zone just to fill in those pores, you know. Oh, I always put too much on and then my face is all like slimy. Slimy? I don't want to use that word when it comes to my face. Slidey, maybe. Slidey. I'm gliding. Look at me go. It becomes slidey and glidey. Love that. Anywho, I think that one's on. I'm gonna give it a good old spritz, but I nearly took my chin off with that. Just calm down. Can use the PS Primer Water. Prep skin for makeup application. That's what we love to hear. So we're just gonna give it a spritz. Went directly to the lips, and let me tell you, my lips were not that sealed, so had a bit of a taste, but that's all right. I'm just gonna tap it in with my, yes, this is my foundation brush and my concealer brush. I don't have multiple 4 different steps, so we're just gonna use this, just tap it in because I'm really, I don't want to sit here for ages fanning my face. We'll do that at the end when we set. Pick your timings. For foundation, we're gonna stick with the natural again because I did it with the Kylie Jenner one, and after layering all these products, it does make the base look a little bit cleaner, we'll say, without all like the layers and layers and layers and then the cakiness and cakiness and cakiness. You know what I mean? We're gonna stick with the trusty old tinted moisturizer from Laura Mercier in the shade 2W1 Natural. It doesn't want to open. There we have it. Look at you go. Right. Oh, way too much, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We have a neck to blend it down to. My neck's not actually going to blend the foundy in for us, so not that you thought that, it was only me. Has this got thicker? Does foundation get thicker the longer you have it? It is definitely out of date. I've had it many a year. Hasn't run out though, so look at it go. Where's my brush? There it is. Blend it with my brush. I really like this look because it's like, it's got like, she looks like a bronzed goddess, but at the same time, like the shimmer on the inside of the eye is cool toned, while everything else is bronzy and like nice pink cheeks. She's got it all going on. We love it. We love to see it. Gigi, keep it coming. Keep it a-coming. Please, thank you. Can't forget your manners. I've been really active on TikTok recently. Before I was trying to post, sorry, pardon me. Before I was trying to post one a day. Now I'm just, there's multiple going up. Multiple. Look at me go. Anytime I have a free, like a spare 5 minutes, I will spend it making a TikTok. They're all pretty much acting ones because, you know, if you don't know, I'm an actor. Hi. Trying to push that out there as much as possible, you know. Just let the world know I'm here. You want to put me in your movie? Great. For concealer, I know this is getting so repetitive. The e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. Didn't even have to look at it. I'm going to try and do that with all of my products that I use constantly now because I always read the label because it's there. Do you know what I mean? And then in my mind I'm like, I don't actually know it. And I do know it. It's just because it's right there. I'm going to pop some in here and here. I'm going to do a tiny dot like that because I have got some deep bags under there. So we're just going to fill them. I've got some bags for life under my eyeballs. Just going to use this to fill. We're not going to fill in the blemishes. That is disgusting. Disgusting. We're just going to cover them up to the best of our ability. Don't know why it came out like that. Ability. It sounds like posh English mixed with Yorkshire. Oh, every time I say Yorkshire or somebody else says Yorkshire, it really makes me want a Yorkshire pudding. Love Yorkshire puddings. Isn't it crazy that a Yorkshire pudding is made out of the same batter as a pancake, but you have it savoury? I know you can have savoury pancakes and people do have sweet Yorkshire puddings, but typically a pancake is sweet and a Yorkshire pudding is savoury. I know it is just batter. It's just batter, you can have it any way you want, but I mean, essentially you're having a pancake on your Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner if you're American as well, or you know, if you're British, just every weekend on your Sundays. Why am I talking about dinners? What even got us onto this topic? We just went down a rabbit hole, we just spiraled. I don't know why, I'm not completely sure what's happened. We are now going to set the face in place. That rhymed. I liked it a lot. We're going to use the RC colour powder, by the way, on the little poofy pad, and we're just going to tap this under the eyeballs to begin with, and over the top of the eyes as well, because we don't want any creasing. When do we ever? Got an eyelash on my face. Oh, I've got an itchy nose under this eyeball. You know, we got two, so we got to set both. It's the way the world works, apparently. Gonna take a big old fluffy brush. Oh, it's got too much fluff on it. It's way too much fluff. That's why my face is itchy. And we are going to set the face but with tapping motions. You don't want to swipe. I have a habit of swiping, and you know, obviously it moves everything. Hasn't the weather just been delightful recently? Absolute delight. Not gonna lie though, yesterday I had to take my little sister to the doctor's and I had to wait in the car. I didn't get the memo that it was gonna be a scorching hot day because I left the house at ungodly hours in the morning. So throughout the day, when I was waiting, I was sweating in my car in a black hoodie. Because I didn't wear anything underneath it. When do I ever? So, oh, my screen turned off. Pardon you. It's not enjoyable. I was texting her. Little did I know, she didn't have any service in there. I wasn't telling her to hurry up or anything. I was just, you know, telling her how uncomfortable I was because I needed moral support, but she clearly did not understand the assignment. But well, we made it through in the end. That's all I can ask. Where do I put this? I don't want it to spill out, but I want to keep it out just in case we need to revisit with the powder. Oh, there needs just a touch more. Like, is an oily zone. We do need to get rid of the oily zone. Just a bit more there as well. We're going to contour next. Just an FYI, I like to use an eyeshadow. I don't think it's ever going to change. Well, actually it needs to change because this is running out, but as you can see the rest of the palette isn't. So we're going to have to think of something, and soon. First of all, we're going to contour the, what's this called? Jawline on a flat big brush, on a big boy. And we're gonna chisel this out, you know, so we can look like a nice little Victoria's Secret model. Oh, I really wish I brought my energy drink up. I didn't even put it in the fridge. Is it in the fridge? Oh, it better be in the fridge. Oh, it's nothing better than a nice cold energy drink, is there? That one is done. Do we do cheekbones too, just to be cheeky? Oh, I didn't even plan that. We're gonna do it just for what just happened. I'm gonna just tap somewhere here. Oh, this just come back to say hello. Oh, did I do my cheekbones too low? Don't make my face look saggy. A little bit. It's alright, we'll live with it though. Live with the sag. She's definitely got nose contour on. I can see some shadow. Love to see it. I'm gonna take a little fluffy brush. I'm not gonna copy her nose contour because she's got a flawless nose, as we can imagine. I'm just gonna do my everyday one and just try and make it look smaller. Start by lifting the nose. Oh, it always makes me want to sneeze. Do I ever? No, it just never happens. I just get the sensation and then it goes away. Really unsatisfying, but oh well. Can't stay too mad. Go down the sides. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we have to try and match it on the other, otherwise we could end up with a wonky nose. Carefully does it. That looks scary. Okay. Did we do it? Did it do the thing? Remind me of childhood memories. Love that movie. Obviously, that song is not just from that movie, but for the ones that know, no. Question though, which movie is better? Which Will Ferrell movie is better? Step Brothers or Anchorman? That's the thing, because when I'm in like a Will Ferrell mood, I'm a major Will Ferrell fan. Love him. When I need to watch a Will Ferrell movie, you know, when you just need to. What, like, how do you decide? Anchorman or Step Brothers? He has got some very good other ones. Daddy's Home. That's always a good Christmas movie though, the Daddy's Home 2. Ow. Clearly got way too excited about Will Ferrell. What else is there? Get Hard. Love it. Just gonna do some bronzer. So the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. But yeah, what other Will Ferrell movies are there? There's obviously millions. Another classic Christmas movie, Elf, my all-time favourite Christmas movie. I think that's where my love for Will Ferrell is stemmed from, because it's such a good, iconic movie. I wish it was acceptable to watch Christmas movies throughout the year, because if you didn't know, I'm a massive Christmas fan. It's my favourite time of year. You know, in those like few months, you know, You got November leading up to Christmas, you know what I mean? December, that's when the big show is, you know, that's when it's time to be holly and jolly. But the weather outside can be frightful, but oh, it's so delightful. And then in January, it's my birthday. Obviously January is not a fun month for most, but for me it's a spectacular month. That's the word I was trying to say. That's the badger. Might have to revisit because I don't know if everything else is gonna wash my face out, just because everything is. She looks like a bronze goddess though. Do I need to add more bronzer? But at the same time I don't want to be walking around like a tangerine. Oh, this is so difficult. It's also not that deep. Well, we can revisit. You know who's stopping us? No one. And if they do, I'll be having a word. So, alrighty. What highlighter are we going to use? You know, this palette, I haven't looked in it a while, and it's really calling my name today. Look how delightful. So we're going to take this one. This is the PS Glow. There's a lot of Primark in this. When it's right, it's right. Take a big fluffy brush and we're going to go into the colour Love Struck. Just like a goldy, pinky sort of shade. I feel like it'll go well with the bronzed goddess kind of look, but also with the pink blush we're about to put on. I'm gonna pop it just back here. She doesn't bring it all the way down the face, so we're gonna just put it here, and it's gonna help with the lift effect, I hope. Anyway, I've got my washing on downstairs, and I'm so excited about it. I haven't been able to do my washing in some time. I know. Shh, we don't talk about it. I can hear the washing machine, and it's making me feel giddy. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have clean clothes. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is some of my favourite hoodies in the wash right now. Actually, it's not in the wash right now. They need to go in the next load because they're dark. So I put my lights in. Anyway, adult things. I get to wear my favourite hoodies again and I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go with Be My Bae, which is like a goldy sort of light colour. I'm going to pop this on the brow bone, I think. Look at her go. Don't think it's coming off that opaque on camera, but is opaque the right word? I would Google it, but you know, I really can't be bothered. Okay, fantastic. I'm just gonna go with the same brush. I was gonna take a little tiny one, but I can't find it, which has really set me back, but that's okay. We'll just take this one again into the same colour, and we're just gonna very carefully dot this on the end of the nose. Scrumptious. We're gonna pop it up here too. Oh, this is where goddess comes into play. I'm not saying I look like a goddess, but there's this sheen on my nose right now. Okay, it's blush time. I'm gonna go into the e.l.f. palette, as always. When do we ever switch it up? Apart from when I'm using my Life's a Peach blush from L'Oreal, also a goodie. If you don't know, get to know. But I'm gonna go into this one, and we're gonna take this one down here. Oh, I'm in the mirror. Oh, that side profile, not a fan of that. Not a fan. We're gonna move on. She takes this one, and she puts it pretty much all over the cheek area. Sound like not Siri, but you know what I mean. All over the cheek area. Love it. Another thing to add to my resume. I can sound like Siri. Not Siri, but that thing. I have to learn what it's called first though. Otherwise it's not going to sound too good on my resume. Is it? Why is everything coming out so like Siri right now? Apple, if you would like, or anybody, any company, if you would like me to do your thing, I'm available and raring to go. I am liking how this is looking. It's all products I use all the time. It's just how you apply it. You know what I mean? I seriously need to stop saying, you know what I mean, because it started off as a joke. Do you know what I mean? Like, now it's become a part of my everyday vocabulary, and I say it at least 20 times a day. I'm surprised nobody's called me up on it. They probably have in other conversations, being like, if somebody's like, who's Nikki? Which one's Nikki? It's like, you know, the one that keeps saying, you know what I mean? After everything, that's the one. She's the badger. Now we're gonna move on to brows. I was using a pencil, but if you watch my last one, it pretty much ran out. And I'm not about to use it to its last little bit until I have another one in hand. Otherwise, it's gonna be too hard to let go. So I've been using an eyeshadow. I'm gonna take my little angle brush and I'm gonna go into the James Charles palette. I'm gonna take this colour up here, grab myself a little mirror, and we're gonna... Even after moving house, we still have problems with motorbikes and the road in general, but that's okay. We're gonna just fill in the eyebrows. My eyebrows always look so far apart. I don't know how to fix that. I mean, I could draw them in close up. I'm scared that's gonna make me look a bit weird. I think it's because my eyebrows are so dark. If I do draw them in closer, it's gonna look like I've got them on a brow. I do everything in my power to make sure I don't have one of those, because it would look aggressive on me. It would be no Cara Delevingne moment, I can tell you that for sure. We're not going to give the face just a teensy bit of a spritz with this, because I don't want to set the face after I've done the eyes, because the amount of mascara I'm going to have to put on to achieve her wonderful lash look over there is next level. So we're just going to do it now. I'm going to use the same primer water that we used before. Ooh, fresh. Okay, to start off, we're going to go into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Been a while, and I'm so glad to be back. So we're going to go into this colour here and this colour here. Just a touch of that one maybe, just to deepen it up. We're going to pop this on the outer part of the crease and just a slightly above it. We're going to bring it onto the side of the lid as well. I'm going to wing it back. Now we're just going to take this colour here. I'm going to pop this on the side, you know, like when you get that shadow in here that's connecting your eyes to your nose. I'm going to go in there and really add the shine to there. The shadow. Really take it up into the front of the brow as well. Also going to take those three colours that we used before, squish the brush down and add it to the lower lash line and add it up to the wing as well. For the shimmer on the inner part of the eye, I'm going to take a little flat shader brush and we're going to go into, first of all, I'm going to go into this colour here, which is like a creamy shimmery shade. I'm just going to pat it down. We're going to go over where the crease is, so it's like the entire area that we didn't put the other shade on. Kind of blend it all the way up and then use your finger just to tap out where it connects to the other one. Then we're going to go into this colour down here, which looks kind of scary, but it's more cool toned. I'm going to mix just a touch of this one with this one up here. Just add it to that as well. Okay, now we're going to try and make just this outer corner look a little bit more smoky. So we're going to go into the James Charles palette and we're going to take the same colour that we used for our eyebrows. I'm going to start with a really light hand just out here and also add it to the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with the brown eyeliner from Elf. It's literally on the label, why am I struggling? I'm going to add just a little bit of this to the waterline. I'm going to go back in with an angled brush into the same colour that we used for the eyebrows. And we're going to add just the smallest wing out here. Now I'm just going to give the eyelashes a bit of a curl. First going to go with the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This is the waterproof one. Now for the lips, I'll put some lip balm on. This is the Lucas Paul. I'm first of all going to go in with the Barry M lip liner in the shade Chocolate. I'm going to overline and blend it with my finger. Then we're going to go in with the shade Natural from NYX, another lip liner. I'm going to use this just to fill in the lips just a little bit. Then just going over the centre of the lips with the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. And this is the finished makeup look. I'm not mad about it, not mad. She's got her hair to the side. Should I put my hair to the side? Mine's just flat to my head and it creates like a Jedward quiff. I very much like this look, I'm not gonna lie. It's very shimmery on the inner corners. I'd maybe tone that down if I was gonna wear this like out. But other than that, I do enjoy it. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world and so much more. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I shall see you in the next video.